It's the grandson of right thought. Judgment. So Esau, you don't think we know what you did on the earth? Remember how I told y'all how the daddy was standing in the doorway with the belt in his hand? See, now he whooping the ass now. And a lot of y'all didn't have daddies. So let me explain to you how it goes when you got a daddy. See, when he comes in to whoop your ass, it ain't nothing you can do to get around it. You can run, you can try to hide under the bed and shit. You can try to run in the closet. You can try to put your hands back there to try to put 4 or 5 pants on. You can try all that shit. When daddy come to whoop your ass, you about to get your ass whooped. And it's just that simple. And the more you try to prevent the ass whooping, the worse the ass whooping is going to be. So in your case, Esau, you've been trying to prevent the ass whooping. You're still trying to prevent it now. So what you think the Most High is going to do about this? You think he's going to stop whooping your ass because you put a 4 or 5 pair of pants on? You ran and you hid up under your bed. You ran in a closet to go hide behind your clothes. You think the Most High is not going to find you and whoop your ass anyway? Because like I said, it's exposed. Everything's exposed, so everything's going to be judged now, see? Which is what everybody's been running from, is the truth. See, because the truth is what judges. Once you're faced with the truth, then what do? Do you die? Or do you be reborn in truth? That's simple. So when the truth hits this earth, will you die from it or will you be reborn in truth? Well, Esau, what is your truth? See, the Israelites were given a good land. See, the land of promise, flowing with milk and honey. And you, Esau, were given a time to come across that land and make use of it, to live lavishly on it, to have your way with the people of it. And you did, didn't you? Oh boy, you had your fun. You sucked this earth of all the milk and the honey, didn't you? You see? And now it's time for you to be judged for that, see? Because what you did is you put lies in there. Like going across this whole world, telling everybody that you were God's elect chosen people. Painting yourself up there as you were God's elect people. When that is not so. When you are not of the image of the Most High, woolly hair, bronze skin. The Ancient of Days sat with hair like the pure wool. See? You've been lying. You have hair like a goat. You see? How do we know? Jacob and Esau. When Jacob tried to, or was told by his mother to play you, Esau, she put goat's hair on him, not sheep's wool. The jig is up, nigga. You caught, nigga. See, you a fugitive in the earth too. See? You've been running from justice too, haven't you? Uh-huh. Because you made a blood covenant with Cain, didn't you? Yes, you did. See, your mama Rebecca tried to help you. She said, don't marry no Canaanite women. So let's see, what did Jacob do? The father of the 12 tribes. He married Leah and Rachel, his cousins. Kept his bloodline pure. That thing that you've been trying to say is wicked, the Most High said is righteous. You see, going back to the old paths, the ancient ways. See, we know what it says in Tobit. Marry a woman of your own kindred and of your own tribes, as your fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob did. So they did as they were told, and they married within their own kin and their own tribes. You see that? But what did you do, Esau? You married 2 Canaanite women. So there you have it. There you have it. You see? So you and Canaan got a soul tie relationship. And y'all both being judged together for that. You see? Because you've painted yourself as a lie that you were God's chosen. That you put yourself in the holy place and said you were God. Didn't you, Esau? Yes, you did. Caesar Borgia, did you not do that? Yes, you did. And did you not have this whole world quaking in fear of you because they said, who can make war with this man, Esau? He's been given the sword as a blessing, and he went across using that sword, didn't you? But now it's time to pay. Can you pay the price? For all the resources, for all the blood, for all of the tears, all of the pain, all the slavery that you caused, all the oppression, can you pay the piper? Or are you found wanting? Are you found lacking? And so what does the Most High say? There shall be none remaining of the mount of Esau. None. Not a one. See, because we don't want no fucking murderers in the kingdom. We don't want no goddamn thieves in the kingdom. You see that? We don't want no damn blood drinkers in the kingdom. You see that? We don't want no deceivers in the kingdom. What did the Most High Yah say? There shall be none that will hurt in my holy mountain. So you gotta go, because all you know how to do is hurt, cause pain, cause death and destruction everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, this red beast destroys everything that he sees. He is against nature. He is cancerous to life. He is an imitator. He has no originality. He is a copycat and a fake. And now you're afraid and you think you can run. And you can't run. You can't hide. You wanted to be the Most High's people so bad? Well, did you know that you had to keep those commandments? Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet. Did you forget those things? See, because in order to live in this land, you got to live by Torah. You see that? And that's why you being spewed the fuck out. Why you trying to hang on and tell everybody else and where they can go and what lands they can go to, and trying to regulate everybody else's life. You can't even decide what's going to happen in yours today. Because Abba Yah has stripped the wise men of Edom. He has brought thee low amongst the heathen. And he's made you stubble for the fire because of your violence towards your brother Jacob. You see, that's why. Because of your violence toward the so-called blacks. Because of your violence toward the so-called Negro on the earth. That's why there shall be none remaining. See? So today you better fall on your knees and beg Abba Yah for mercy, that you find grace before his sight, and confess with your mouth that you admit that we are the true Israel on this earth, the true Yahudim, The true tribe of Judah, the so-called Negro. You better confess it today, because that's the only way you're going to be grafted into that tree. Because you can't pay the price. You see, he's classified all under sin. And how you think you're going to get grace if you ain't admitting the truth today? See, because if you've lived well in this land that don't belong to you, then that means you're on stolen property, doesn't it? That means you've been using stolen goods, doesn't it? If you're not indigenous to this land, then that means that you've been using stolen property that doesn't belong to you. To this day, you're doing it. See? That's the truth. So now it's time for judgment for all of you who don't want to decide to just humble down to the simple fact that you came in, invaded, destroyed, put into slavery, oppressed, and now it's time to pay. And now you're all running. But who is this that comes from Edom with his garments that look like he has been treading in the wine press? Coming from Basra, Edom. Who is that? And why is his clothes so bloody? Why is he covered in blood, y'all? Because we gonna tread you, Edom. We gonna tread you and stomp you like grapes in a wine press. And we're going to watch the blood rise up to the horses' bridles for your lies and your deceptions and your murders and your deceits. And for all of you nations, Psalm 83 came against Israel to cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. Well, we remember now. And what was the prayer of Solomon? That in that land that they become captives, that if they remember who they are and turn their face to you, Abba Yah, then turn your face unto them. And Abba Yah has shined his light upon Israel again. So let judgment fall upon you fucking heathen nations for what you've done against Israel, because we remember now. Let Abba Yah's judgment reign today. Siloam Yisrael.